You're listening to another Geek Pride podcast. Welcome to Gentlemanly Chats.
Duty free? We sell stuff like that at work.
Yeah, no, I bought it from duty free because I basically had a handful of euros and I was like, shit, what can I spend this on? And Auntie Kaz was there and she's like, spend it on booze!
That's a little look into your life.
Yeah.
We started, by the way.
Oh,
I thought what I'd do, because you get all like weird, is I just start it.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Wait,
Hi, welcome to Girls Club.
Hey!
This is a podcast where we talk about boys we like and braid our hair and what you have naked pillow fights, right? That's something you do.
Of course.
We're sisters, so not so much with each other.
I didn't say with each other, did I? I just talked about it in general.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like once a week, do you meet up?
Yeah.
I don't know how girls work. This is gentlemanly chats. So,
I like this.
You are the second and third women ever on gentlemanly chats.
Who was the first?
The first was my incredibly nervous and shaking girlfriend.
Oh.
She cannot deal with microphones.
Oh,
and
bless her.
we've got a podcast together, right? Called In the Nud, because one time we went to bed and instead of like fucking or just kind of passing out, we just chatted for like fucking hours. And I was like, we should fucking do a podcast because we're all naked and you, when you relax, call me on so much bullshit and I'm full of bravado and you're one of the few people that can kind of snipe me and make me be like, oh, right, yeah, you're right. And I was like, we should fucking do that. She's like, yeah. And we did a photo shoot for it, for like an announcement.
Nice.
And like, she's all like, I'm wearing like shade. I'll show you a picture of it in a minute, actually. And to this day, she's not done it yet.
Oh.
Because she's so fucking terrified of microphones. Which I've kind of used to my advantage, because if we're having an argument at work, I'm the DJ, and she's like main supervisor at the bar. So if she comes down and she starts mouthing off, I just turn on the microphone and put it near her, and she just shuts up. So I win. But anyway...
That's mean.
So it is mean.
And then you just get your P45 in the post, and she doesn't say a word.
No, see, I'm in a different like section.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm like, you know, all that
Different
kind of
department.
Stuff. Yes,
yeah.
exactly. Right, hello and welcome to Gentlemanly Chats. I'm the resident beard, Mike Orvis, and I have two people with me that are very, very special because, as you could probably hear, they are women folk. It's very scary.
But still gentlemanly.
One of them I know very well. One of them I don't really know very well at all, but I'm sure we'll get to know her throughout the course of the next 58 minutes or so. I am with Laura.
Hello.
From Geek Pride.
Hi.
And also of Laura Reed's fame.
Mm-hmm.
And
Moderate
her sister
fame.
and her sister Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Hello.
The reason that we're all met up in quite a small hotel room that I'm taking up most of is because they are covering LSCC.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to do it because fuck doing that.
You refused? I thought I was special. I thought I was chosen.
Well, no,
And
he
then
said,
turns out that you
who wants to do it? And then
refused.
what happened was, Geary was doling out the stuff, and I said, LFCC, please. And then he said, oh, can you do LSCC? I was like, yeah, probably. And then you picked it, and then he came to me sheepishly, he was like, do you still want to do LSCC? I was like, no, not really. He was like, oh, okay,
Oh, no,
cool, because Laura's asked for it.
No, I didn't ask for it.
Cool.
I was going anyway, and then
Yeah.
he was like, oh, do you want a press pass? I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the reason I came. You offered press pass, and I was like, fuck yes.
Yeah, I was
So-
like, I need a photographer.
Exactly. And that's where
my sister.
That's where you
I'm
step
a sis-
in.
What was it?
A cystog. Cystog. Because that
Cystog?
makes you sound like
That
a
sounds
little
like
lady.
something from Doctor Who.
Yeah, or toxis. Either
Okay.
way.
Which we spoke about on our long walk to the hotel.
Oh my Christ, yes.
Well, you know, I'm not saying that you're reinforcing stereotypes, but the fact is that you couldn't find a hotel that's 5 minutes away. I'm not saying
No,
anything.
you weren't listening
We
to the
found
story.
it.
We found it. We could see it. It was in our sight. But
there was just a fence.
There was a fence between us and it, and there were like years of social conditioning telling you that you don't just like
you walk
jump
up that
over a
way,
fence.
And it's a hill going
I
up
mean,
into
yeah,
nowhere,
if
and
we
you walk
just-
the other way, and it's a fucking road going to nowhere.
If we'd gone just over the fence, we would be there. But it's like
Right.
it's part of our inbuilt culture that when you
that
see
and
a
you're
fence,
like 3'1". You would have had to, if you stood on each other's shoulders, you might have been able to see over the top of it.
I am 5'6.5".
Whereas I would have
Thank you very
vaulted
much.
that motherfucker.
It
Yeah.
wasn't a wall, it
Or
was a
just
fence.
punch it down.
It was a chain link fence.
You can
We
vault
can
a chain
see-
link fence.
we can see through it.
It would
Oh,
probably
I don't know.
collapse.
They're like the
Try to
borrowers.
vault
You
it.
just climb, like grabbing each chain.
But the
Hi Laura, hi
The burrowers wouldn't need to climb, would they? They could actually just go through the little.
Well, why didn't you think of that? Whose fault is that? Yours. It's got sort all to do with me. I don't make the rules, do I? For fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, LSCC. Why did you choose the job?
Well, I'm going to a lot of conventions. I go to a lot of the London ones because it's sort of nearish me, kind of.
Right.
A bit.
You are pretty near.
I'm in Southampton,
Yeah,
so
you're
it's
about
like
2 hours away from where I live. So.
it's near, but I kind of like to pretend that it's not near, so I don't have to come here so much. Not that it's a bad place. It's just like the stress.
It's not like that bit at the end of not at the end, at the start of The Lion King, where it's like you see everything before you. This is your kingdom.
Yes.
Like, what about that dark bit over there? That's London.
Yeah.
You must never go there, Simba.
That reminds me, there was something that my brother-in-law shared that was basically that, but it was, but what's that dark bit over there? Like, that's Portsmouth. You must never go there, for it is a shithole.
You must never go to Portsmouth.
I'd say no offence to anyone from Portsmouth, but fuck you guys.
Nick's girlfriend's currently studying in Portsmouth, and it's the bane of my fucking existence because it means that every other weekend, when I'm like, let's record, let's do a let's play, let's fucking do this, let's do a podcast, she's just like, I'm in Portsmouth with my girlfriend. I'm like, dude.
Why can't she just come down?
See, this is what I'm saying. But apparently, money or something.
Clearly, one person's more invested in that relationship.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what we should do. We should do like relationship solving. Since we're girls and all.
Yeah. Them
guru shit.
boys. Them boys are done. Right, whose relationship should we fix first?
I don't know.
What's your favourite relationship in comics?
That's a deep question.
It's a deep question.
I don't actually read comics.
Okay,
she just takes the photos.
In comics, television, film, and novels, what's your favourite relationship?
Christian Grey and Anna.
Get out.
It's my hotel room.
Don't care, get out.
I was just saying, I do nothing.
I'm
of
obviously
reading
joking.
or watching or
BT
anything.
dubs.
Okay.
It's
What do you do with your life?
I work.
Just wait
and
for
I
me to
sleep.
ask you to take pictures of stuff.
I work and I sleep. And
So
then
basically, you're going to be walking around LSC
repeat.
going, "Who's that? Who's that?
No,
Who's that?"
I'm not like that. I know who they are,
Right.
but I just don't read.
She does not consume, listeners. She does not consume the media. But it's fine. We forgive her. We still love her. Keep quiet.
Do we?
I don't know. It's your sister.
I'm joking. Definitely love you.
Oh,
When
dear.
you're not being a total...
That's right.
Oof.
You will probably fall asleep.
Gabby gave you a
before me.
minor panic attack this morning, didn't she?
Oh my Christ.
That's good.
So, like, obviously, because we're covering it, and also it's a lot of organisation, I've been stressing out over the past week and everything. So today, I was like, okay, I'll just to set my mind at ease, I'll just message her, and I was like, okay, you're definitely coming round mine at 12 in the morning, today. Bitch face here, messages back with, oh shit, I thought that was tomorrow, I'm fucking working, oh my god. And I was like, oh my god, I was like, oh no. I was like, okay, that's fine, we can get you another ticket, it's okay, or we can sort it out, you can come over tomorrow. And then I get, haha, I'm at the bus stop.
It wasn't even haha, I'm waiting at the bus stop. I just put waiting for the bus, thought it would be fun to shit you up.
Yeah, it was so fun. So fun, the most fun I've ever had.
And then you called me an
bitch.
evil fucking bitch.
I think it was evil fucking whore bitch from hell or
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
There were
more
definitely
like you.
more
I
swears
actually
in
preferred
there.
Evil Fucking Whore Bitch from Hell too. Do you know what I mean? Because it
Yeah.
like, explored the characters more.
It really did.
And then you got that whole revenge thing when like the sister's brother's cousin came back and was like actually an alien the whole time and it was a dream.
But I don't think it will ever, truly get back to the cult classic of Whore Bitch from Hell 2. No, 1.
Brilliant.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I totally
You've
fucked that
crashed
up.
the meta.
I did.
That's it.
I did.
All aboard the meta train. Unless Laura's driving.
I
Then the
can't.
meta train takes flight and enters the sun.
I have been working for 7 straight days.
I thought it was 8.
No, it's 8 days after I get back from London.
Oh.
FML. But yeah,
Joy.
I'm tired. Leave me be. And pass me an energy drink or something.
I don't know where.
Can't reach it.
There's a relentless
one
over
over
there.
there.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
can't
reach
They're,
it.
they're not paying us to say that.
I don't have Mr. Fantastic arms.
Well,
Neither do I.
again,
Yay.
you've got no one to blame but yourself. I'm going to lay like you are, like a
Do
like
it.
a 90s film poster.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We have the typical girly stance of sort of lying on our tummies with the feet in the air. Yeah.
We are also all bollock naked.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, 2 of us are, I guess, labia naked.
Labia.
You're bollock naked.
Labia naked.
There we go.
There she
I've
was.
given that to the world.
Labia naked.
I've given that to the world, the phrase labia naked.
Okay. Well done. Cheers.
And you're happy with that?
Anyway, LSCC, what are you
Yes.
looking forward to?
Oh, God.
Brilliant.
I should have prepared my responses. I didn't realise there would be questions and asking things. I don't know.
It's almost like we're having some sort of chat.
I don't prepare for chats. I don't know.
You don't sit at home going, right, I'm seeing my best friend tomorrow for a chat. Let me just read up on all this
I'll
stuff.
get my fucking my cue cards.
Yeah.
If she asks me how
she'd
work's
have
been,
flashcards with just pictures of heroes on it. Oh, like Spider-Man, he's good.
I've got my key talking points in case the conversation starts to die down.
Brilliant. Good. That means you're prepared. I like that.
No, that was sarcasm.
Fuck.
I didn't actually, yeah. Sorry.
We're doomed.
Yeah.
We've got 50 more minutes of this.
Shit. Okay. Here's some light music. Do
Do you know how many times this podcast degenerates into people just singing? It's sort of ridiculous.
At least one more.
The famous Cow Not Quail episode started like that. Just me and Dave Lovelock just singing to Nick. While Nick was doing his very, very best to do a low, manly voice, but because his voice is even higher than mine, he's just like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know who you sound like that guy or Family Guy?
Oh,
Herbert the Pervert.
hey, Carl.
Yes. Him.
That's one thing I know.
I actually
There we
feel
go.
Yeah, references.
Yay!
You're like Captain America in the first Avengers film. I get that reference.
And
Bless
I've
him.
seen that film.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know
we're
what she-
getting somewhere.
You know what she hasn't seen?
What?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
You should. It's a very good
I
film.
have, however, seen Big Hero 6.
Okay.
I haven't seen Big Hero
That's a good
6.
film. It's a
It's
good film.
brilliant.
It's
But-
incredibly predictable.
It is, but also, spoiler alert, the fact that so many people die.
Yeah, but that's
People
Pixar though.
die?
That's Pixar and that's Disney. Like the
I know,
classic
but
Disney trope
normally-
is you've got normally the second child, right?
Yeah.
They've got so much potential, but they don't use it. Then everyone that they're using as a safety blanket dies, so that this person lives up to their potential using the memory of their family to do something great.
But normally, it's only one person or a set of parents, not
Yeah.
two
not
people
everyone.
that they're close to and a set of parents
Oh,
and
yeah.
some other people.
Scott told me about this because he was like, you should really watch Big Hero 6.
You
I'm
will
now
cry.
going to tell you all the sad bits so that you're prepared for them.
That's like when we were
Do you
kids
need
and we
that
were
then?
watching
I
Spirit.
do. Okay. Oh
In
my
the cinema.
Christ.
What'd you
I
watch?
was Spirit.
Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. It was basically
I
a
thought you were
movie.
talking about The Spirit.
No, it was a movie about horses. It didn't have like they weren't like no, like they weren't. Okay, first of all, we were children, and second of all, like they
I was
weren't.
This is
about
bollocks. This was
eight
last year, wasn't it?
I was
Eight
about-
or
I
9
was about
hours
8 or
ago.
9,
Yeah,
and I was the only one out of me, Laura, and our mum that walked out of that cinema with no tears in my eyes.
I don't know
And
if
they
you
still
remember
carried
this.
on crying when we went to dinner.
So what happened to this fucking horse? Like, why were you saying?
Oh,
It died. It
no,
died.
it was
That was it.
No,
it died.
it didn't.
They
It
get
was
horse
like
aids.
it was a
I
while.
can't sit like
Will
you
you
girls.
shut up and let me tell the story about Spirit, the Stallion, and the Cimarron? You shut up.
What's your tattoo
Right.
about?
What? This
Who is that?
It's Bomb Queen.
It was
Can I
covered-
finish
Alright,
talking
okay.
about
Yes,
this?
you can
Yeah,
finish.
thank you. Okay, so
Very close to the mic now. Quite breathy and sexual.
Right, carry on.
oh god, you distracted me with your
With my
breathy
breathy
sexual voice.
Oh, yes.
Stop it. No, so basically he's a wild horse, and
Right.
then he gets like a lot of his like whatever you call it, like a tribe or whatever of horses.
A group of
What's the collective noun for horses?
Posse. I
Do
don't
you want me
know.
to Google?
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's
a herd. Is it a herd?
Do you know what
No,
a group
that's
of?
a
Do you know what a
herd of
group of?
cattle.
Do you know what a group of wildcats is called?
Cats.
A destruction.
That's amazing.
True
it's
story.
cats.
It's not.
It's
It's chicken.
It's a,
Wikipedia it. A group of wildcats is called a destruction.
we're not looking for wildcats though.
Look up collective nouns. You'll find horses on there as well. There's a list of
Okay.
collective nouns on Wikipedia that I
Okay.
will occasionally go and look at.
Gabby's like our researcher.
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
Yay.
But yeah, so then like half of his pack, tribe, herd, posse, whatever get killed, and then he gets like taken and made to work.
Taken.
Yeah.
And Liam Neeson looks up.
Fuck me. You can't say taken now anymore.
Listen,
without...
spirit, you've been taken. They're going to put your hooves.
Did you know it doesn't actually have horses?
I'm sorry.
They're going to put a bridle on you.
It doesn't
Keep this phone
actually
open.
have horses on the website that I'm looking
I
at.
know you're scared,
It's got hens, hounds,
but I
and
will find
hyenas.
them, and I will set you free.
What is the collective noun for hyenas?
For hyenas?
Yeah.
Probably a laugh or a giggle.
Clan.
A clan. Well, fuck.
Clan, yeah. And what's a group of hounds called?
But I imagine the Baskerville, I don't know.
A Baskerville hound.
Baskerville hounds.
It's either a cry or a pack.
Oh. Well, obviously it is, because pack. Like a dog
I know,
pack.
but
Wolf pack. Yeah.
cry.
A group of bears is called a sleuth.
But how?
That just
They're
sounds
like
like
the
you're
least-
saying sloth.
No, they're not. They're actually incredibly sneaky.
But
Sneaky,
no,
sneaky
but like
bears.
sleuth implies that they solve
mammals.
mysteries.
Well, they do when they get together. That's why they get together. If there's a mystery in the woods, a bear will go, "Rah!" And then the other bears will go, "Oh, Dave's in trouble." And then they have a bit of a wander down into the middle of the forest. They're like, "Right, Dave, what's wrong?" There's a fucking mystery to be solved, and the Scooby Gang are busy. So off they sleuth down to the old amusement park as a bear sleuth, right? And then they solve the fucking mystery, right?
Did we
Okay.
turn from talking about bears?
Yeah, we've
to
moved on now.
Scooby-Doo?
I will
Moved
always
on.
talk about bears because I am one in disguise. It's a very thin disguise, but I am
So-
secretly a bear.
Welcome to the first episode of Two Girls, One Bear.
It's either a stable,
Bear naked ladies.
Ah, I like it.
a stable, a
Or just
drove,
bear,
A
comma,
stable
a
of
naked
herd,
ladies.
Right?
a remuda,
A
string.
remuda?
A remuda of horses.
A remuda of horses. Look,
How
right
do you even spell remuda?
there.
R-E-M-U-D-A?
I bet that's a Pokemon.
Yeah, a string,
I bet it
a
is.
stud, or a team.
A team of
I
horses.
Team of
imagine
horses.
team is if
Horse
they're
team,
actually
activate.
like they're actually like
all wearing
on something.
uniforms.
I was going to go with a team as in they're all like pulling the same carriage kind of thing.
Well, no. Like, they fight crime.
Oh right, of course. Sorry, yeah.
Horse team, assemble!
The bears solve the mysteries, and when there's some things that are kind of beyond the bears' pay grade, they call in the horse team.
I feel that there's
Or a
a
bit
comic
more
book
wussy.
lying around somewhere inside this conversation.
I think there probably is.
Like,
But then one of
bears
us would
are
have
like
to
the-
write it, and nobody wants to do that.
Oh yeah, the writing bit. The ideas in my brain bit is great. And
Yeah.
Then, but the getting that on the page is somewhat difficult.
It's
Guys,
awful.
just an update. We're all sitting like girls now.
I can't. It's giving me a headache.
How? Giving you a headache?
I don't know.
What is wrong
just
with
headbutt my
you?
microphone.
Like,
I'm sorry.
biologically, there's something.
I don't know,
not
but I
right
can't
with
lie
you.
like
Are you
Put your
broken?
glasses on.
Yes.
Put your glasses on. You'll feel better.
Does that run in the family? Are you all just broken?
I think
you're,
so.
You're basically a
No.
badly put together ragdoll.
I think
But I'm the opposite, aren't I?
yes.
What?
So
Her
I,
muscles are too loose, so everything dislocates.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
mine are too tight, so everything just goes, fuck you, I'm
my-
gonna really fucking hurt.
You guys should form a team
yeah, we should
of
like
horses
you.
and head up that team.
But then the weird thing is though. Oh fuck's sake! The weird thing is though is that our mum is actually like pretty much
Fine.
Properly normal.
Yeah, I think she's
And
possibly.
so is Dad.
So,
She's passed it
Did
on.
you
no.
know he has to wear glasses now?
I'm
I
trying
don't
to-
want to wear glasses.
I'm trying to imagine that, and I just can't.
I just imagine him in those, like...
I'm assuming your dad looks like
Thinking that
Commissioner
he's like,
Gordon, just because all dads in my head look like Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
No.
If my dad was Commissioner Gordon, actually, that would have some creepy incest vibes. So I'm really glad that he's not.
Do you fancy Commissioner Gordon?
I so fancy Commissioner
What is
Gordon.
wrong with you?
No, right, okay, this is the sort of tragic bit. So I was watching Gotham,
Right.
and...
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
No, wait for it.
Alright.
I was watching Gotham, and I was like, I'm so glad that there's a Gotham show, because I really love Commissioner Gordon, and now that there's a young Commissioner Gordon, I won't feel so bad about fancying him.
Brilliant.
So then I was watching it, and I was like, yeah, this is doing nothing for me. I have to admit that I fancy the older, moustached, glasses, old Commissioner Gordon. New one has his moments, but
Right.
he's no
Is he
Gary
not
Oldman.
he's not grown a mustache yet. So
Not
you just
yet.
fancy Gary Oldman?
No, like in the comics as well. It's like, oh, Commissioner Gordon, shine that bat signal again. You know, or whatever.
even mean?
Whatever. I don't know, just whatever he
Call
does.
in for external help because you can't handle a problem. Sexy. I'm dripping at the moor. Yeah, I said that.
I just want to go to Gotham Central and just like stay late, help him fill out paperwork, you know.
Really? Yeah, good. Make him cheat on his new wife.
No.
Brilliant.
No,
well done.
We wouldn't cheat. I'd just be like happy to help him
Cause
with
another
paperwork.
problem. I mean, his fucking son's just died. His daughter's gone fucking AWOL. Is going to go and move in fucking Chicago with Nightwing. But fine, yeah.
Is she
Cause
moving in
more
with Nightwing?
problems.
I thought...
She's thinking about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And then Dick was all like, "Yeah, can't happen, babes. Sorry, got to leave early."
Why
lols."
does everyone call her babes now?
I don't know.
It's like they just discovered that, like, because I've always thought it's a pretty much exclusively English term.
You could
Like-
be misreading it as Babs.
No, it's definitely. I'm definitely not. There's definitely an E in there.
All right. Well, I've never
'Cause
seen
I
her
thought
being
it was a
called
mis-
babes. I was just making that up.
Oh, okay. No. Because
Yeah,
seriously,
she does that. She inputs things and goes, "Yeah, it's definitely in there," and it's actually not.
It's probably Babs.
No, because I looked first time and it was. I thought, oh, that's probably a spelling mistake, and then the same character called her a few
Hang
times.
on. I've got a Nightwing here.
Or maybe
I've got Nightwing here. If you could just come down,
Maybe
Mr. Grayson.
it's just that her roommate is meant to be English or something. But yeah, it's like her roommate's
Her roommate's
keeps.
transgender.
No. She moved out.
Did she?
Yeah, totally not related at all. Cough. No, because when the creative team changed, they decided to give her a new kind of living situation,
What?
which
That's
is like
bullshit.
a college dorm kind of. Well, not.
Well,
a
then
college
that's
dorm.
basically what Nightwing's doing.
It's basically she's basically like in a shared house kind of thing.
In fairness. Oh yeah, and Commissioner Gordon's totally fucking, put Bab's boyfriend in a fucking coma.
Oh yeah. Wait,
So-
how far behind are you?
I'm volume 4 of the graphic novels.
Oh, okay, yeah. So currently, like when Gail Simone sort of stopped
Because
writing,
she's currently given up being Batgirl.
yeah, that obviously doesn't last long because otherwise
No.
they'd have to rename the comic Barbara Gordon. But yeah, she the creative team changed, so then she moved out of where she was living, and now she's basically living in a kind of big college shared house. She's doing some sort of
Ketamine.
dissertation, shut up. Some sort of dissertation thing at college, which I didn't like because it's like, oh, you basically just wanted her as a high school student again, but able to do grown-up things.
I'm not entirely sure how the timeline currently works because 0 Year happened 6 years. It was the current Batman storyline is that he's been Batman for 6 years.
Yeah.
How has Robin been inducted? Is it just retcon that it hasn't retconned that Dick was ever Robin? That means Dick can only be
18.
19 years old.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
And then and in 6 years he basically...
And in 6 years he was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to be Nightwing." And then what? So Jason Todd was Robin for
30 seconds before getting
what,
killed.
like a fucking month or something?
Yeah.
And then you've got Tim
Jason
Drake,
Todd
who
was
was
basically
trained
the work
even less,
experience
and then
kid.
went, "I'm going to be Red Robin."
That's possibly because they said that they were going to write out Tim Drake ever being Robin. So he
they've
basically
retconned
just
him.
went to Red Robin. But
Okay.
then there's other stuff that's now saying that he was Robin. So, like, congratulations, DC. A whole 3 years into your brand new continuity and you've already started contradicting yourself. I'd slow clap, but I'm holding a can of drink.
Also,
Someone slow clap for me.
I can hold the drink.
Your clap's actually better than
also,
mine.
can you? Oh, I'm bigger.
Yeah.
Also, what's with this fucking new costume redesign bullshit? I think DC are just doing this just to kind of piss everyone off, so that people are talking about DC again because no one's really talking about DC because everyone's going Age of Ultron everywhere.
He's making masturbation
I am,
gestures.
and then ropey
I'm just
ropey
explaining
jism.
for the listeners at home.
Arcing ropes of jism all over the face of Ultron.
That's the name of my punk rock band.
Arcing ropes of jism.
Yeah.
Can I be your drummer?
Yes.
Sweet, because I'm not
Course.
in enough fucking bands.
I was about to say, aren't you like everyone's drummer?
Yes, I am. None of it goes anywhere.
There are no drummers in the world but Mike Orvis. This is
Correct.
true.
Correct. Can we
This
just
is
start
true.
like some kind of Chuck Norris fan? Chuck Norris is 75 today,
Holy fucking shit.
right?
He's as old as Batman.
Yep.
So there we go.
Chuck Norris is Batman.
I've never
Yes.
seen them together in the same room.
Exactly.
Neither have I.
I think we've uncovered a conspiracy.
Death once had a near Chuck experience. True story. We could do this all night. I won't. He doesn't cut his grass, he dares it to grow. I could... Oh, gotta stop. No more. Right, anyway, so DC are good.
Yeah, no, they changed the Batgirl costume. I kind of like it,
It's got like a clip-away cape, doesn't it?
which is sort of, convenient.
And useful.
Yeah.
It's kind of
But
like
then,
a
have
little...
you seen, the Superman Wonder Woman redesigns?
I've seen Superman in basically me in
Yeah,
a Superman t-shirt minus
Yeah.
the beard.
yeah, basically, exactly that.
I was like,
Wonder Woman, right,
Okay.
okay.
Wonder Woman's a bit more armoured.
Wonder Woman has armoured shoulder pads. Like, she doesn't have proper armour. She has, like, weird little gauntletty things with spikes.
She's protecting her joints.
Her shoulders.
Yeah.
What is she,
Hit you on
me?
your shoulder.
Well,
Yeah.
fucking
It's
When you're
anyone who-
fighting someone,
Okay.
the places they're going to punch you are your face and your chest.
No. No,
Yeah.
but
No,
you
they're
go,
gonna
there's
punch you in
a
the
nerve
shoulders.
cluster. There's a nerve cluster in
Hang
the
on a
shoulders.
minute. Just turn that way and bend down a little bit. I need to punch your shoulder.
Well, yeah, because if you punch someone in the shoulder, you can hit a nerve cluster that's around here, and
However-
you'll fucking basically just disable their arm for 30 seconds.
If you're
Yeah, that's
going,
only 30
but if you're
seconds.
going to all the trouble
If you
of
punch someone
armouring
in the
yourself,
face,
you
they're
may as
disfigured for life.
Not if you're Wonder Woman.
no. She can never be ugly. People wouldn't buy her comic. No, that's something I'd write. I'd put a battle scarred Wonder Woman. And I'd give her a facial scar. A
Right.
pretty not like a kind of cute little one where it's just like a line, but like a proper
Burn.
yeah, like a burn mark or something, and see if people and then obviously she's Wonder Woman, so she'd be like, I'm a fucking warrior. This doesn't get me down, and then you just see all the fans go, no, no, I can't masturbate to this anymore. Ah! But yeah, that's what I'd do if I wrote Wonder Woman.
Brilliant.
Call me DC. I could make you good again.
I don't know what's going on with the new Batman design. He looks like Appleseed. I'm
Oh,
not
has he
quite
actually
sure.
got? Oh, I haven't
Have you not
seen
seen
the
it?
Batman one. No.
I'm gonna have to dig it out.
Oh.
Researcher, get on this. I shared it on my Facebook. We're not Facebook friends. I'll have to find it. Right.
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna,
I can
I thought
find
you
you on Laura's.
You're gonna have to vamp while I find this.
That,
this
how
thing.
does one vamp?
It's apparently
Is it
according
like
to Nick,
voguing?
it's like no, don't. That's a visual medium.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
A very visual medium. The podcast.
Shut up.
If you just talk about. What are you excited about for LSCC?
I
asked you 27 minutes ago.
thought I had successfully dodged that question.
No.
Shit. It's
You
like
bitch.
I dodged the question, but it was a heat-seeking question that has then
don't need to
looped
shout.
round and come to shit.
You tried chaff
You don't
grenades.
need
It
to
didn't
shout.
work.
Okay.
You tried to eject. You got caught in the fucking jets of the thing, and now you're dead. And Tom Cruise has got to find a new partner. Top Gun reference.
Oh, okay.
I've
Not seen it.
What?
Um,
You got fucking see Top Gun,
no. Why
Gun
would I?
3.
It's a lot of boys flying planes.
and they're topless, and they're like it's very homoerotic
Good.
in the best way.
Good.
I haven't seen it. Either.
No.
It's very good. There you go.
Yeah.
Come
Another
on.
question
Load
successfully dodged.
No, oh no,
What?
we'll get back
Oh,
to that in a minute.
shit.
But what do you think of that?
What is it?
That's the new Batman.
He looks like
apparently.
Blue Beetle. Open up a bigger image.
I will.
He looks like Blue Beetle with bunny ears.
I'll make it bigger
like
for you.
Pikachu bunny ears.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that. Pikachu bunny ears. Look at
It
that.
looks like Appleseed.
I don't know what an apple seed is.
What do you fucking do? You even animate, bro?
No.
Right, okay. Appleseed.
It was you last year on the train. These fucking animes everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Granted, that was... I apologise to
Yeah,
any
this is
fucking...
old school. I'm talking. This is fucking old school anime.
I apologise to any fucking animes on the train to LSCC last year who were offended by my remark, and in hindsight it was incredibly hypocritical since I was the one in a giant squirrel tail
That I had to hold.
that you had to hold.
Yeah, Appleseed.
Okay.
It looks like that.
He actually does look
Yeah.
exactly like... Is that the apple seed?
That's Appleseed. Yeah.
Okay, he looks like the apple seed, I can confirm.
It's not the apple seed.
I know.
It's apple seed.
I know.
You're sounding like a really old woman
That-
that doesn't know.
that's the point.
That
It's
it's,
like-
online.
I like those
and not
Pokemons.
on the line.
It's
What's
like...
that Pikachu?
While I'm not knowing about stuff, I figure I may as well go the whole hog and really sound like I know nothing. It's fun. I like doing that.
It's kind of like mum on Facebook.
It's like it's like when people at work are talking about football, and I'm like, oh, what's going on with the footballs? And then they're like,
those
That's like
Pokemons.
you earlier. We should go to Arsenal Stadium and just stand outside with our thumbs up and send it to Ian.
saying,
no,
hey, it's your team.
no, Laura. Here's ones of the red shites.
Yeah.
The ones that he hates are the red shites.
Yeah, no, but it's...
That means.
No,
Liverpool.
basically,
The
so...
red shites because he supports supports Everton. They're the enemy team.
They definitely play football.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were
Did you
sporting
see
really
that?
hard.
Did you see that other time that they kicked a ball?
I don't know anything else about them.
Did you see that ludicrous display last night?
Very good.
The trouble with Arsenal is they always try to walk it in.
I mean, it was the wrong kind of rain, really. Like, at the end of the day, everyone did their best.
And you gave it 110%.
It was the only game that could have happened.
At the end of the day, you give it 110%.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, if you give it 110%,
The best team
then at the
wins.
end of the day,
Yeah,
you give it 110%.
exactly. The best team won
Yeah.
for that match at that time. It really could have gone no other way apart from the other way. Really. Sports!
I think I could literally just bullshit
This
about...
podcast is sponsored by sports. Any sport. Any
Roller
sport there.
derby.
Actually, this podcast is sponsored by Loot Monster. What
Yes.
a segue, Mike! You're a literary genius. Yeah, Loot Monster's great. I should probably remember like all the prices and stuff. But go to www.lootmonster.co.uk
Oh.
and you can get monthly boxes of awesome. Last month's box was fucking brilliant. Literally the best box. And I missed it and I had to watch someone else do an unboxing for it. And I was like, fuck you! There was an awesome Doctor Who t-shirt. There was a fucking Escape from New York figurine, which I'm so gutted
There
I
was
missed.
that Adventure Time bag that I've got
There
in
was
the
that
corner.
Adventure Time bag. Yeah, there was Adventure Time stuff. I was properly gutted that I forgot to register. And I was my free box, because we're the sponsor. My free box was the comics box. I got some awesome comics, but the t-shirt was a lady's, so I had to give it to my lady, and she doesn't like Doctor Who. So
I don't like Doctor Who,
was
and I
like-
got the t-shirt, and I was like, oh, that's a really great t-shirt. It's a shame that I don't like Doctor Who.
Did you give it to Scott?
No, because it's a lady small. So,
Yeah.
but then I
Still, give it to Scott.
yeah,
Make him wear
just
it
rip
around the
it.
house.
Actually,
Well,
no,
he does the cleaning.
no, because I was
Yes.
like,
Cooking.
I was
Yes,
like at
in
the
a
very
mini skirt.
no, he's got the Wonder Woman apron for that.
Brilliant.
No, but I was like, it was like one of those. Well, at least it's a t-shirt, and I can wear it out. And then I'm like, no, because then someone might try and start a conversation about Doctor Who
You
with
fucking
me,
know what Whovians are like.
and then
They'll
I will
do
just
it.
be like,
They'll do
oh,
it.
fuck you.
Don't you really like how Doctor Who's and everything? Like he's in the Avengers. Did you see? Because they got the same characters. Fuck off. Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Stop it. No. Doctor Who is not in everything. You
Yeah.
do not see a TARDIS in everything. Stop it.
If you
Grow
see
up,
a TARDIS
find
in
another
everything-
fandom. In fact, stop using the term fandom because it makes me want to strangle you all.
Oh, okay, calm down, sweetie.
I just right
It's
now. I've had
okay,
a long
it's okay.
train ride.
Okay, I think Mike's caught being a girl from us. No, I'm like,
See, a girl said that, so that's okay.
it's like there's nothing wrong with Doctor Who. There's nothing wrong with Doctor Who fans. It's just
There
that
is.
they're the fans that I hate the second most after, and we all know who, like specifically who I'm talking about. Diehard Firefly fans. Like, it was a good show. It's over. It's been over for 10 years. If you still can't get over that, you need to just, like, you need to find a support group that meets in private and doesn't bother anyone outside the group. You know, like, I've come to terms with the fact that there's no more Red Dwarf, no more Farscape.
Hang on, in fairness, Farscape got a gazillion seasons.
It did.
And Red Dwarf got a gazillion
Okay,
seasons.
Red Dwarf got, in theory, 10.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was more than that. It was 10 in the original, and then it was an extra 1 or 2 when they went back.
No,
to
because Back to Earth was, they did 8 seasons.
Wasn't
and
there a
then-
new season
I
on
swear there
Dave?
was-
Yeah,
Yeah,
hang
that
on,
was
hang
Back
on,
to
hang
Earth.
on.
Alright,
I'm
fucking
okay. There were 8 seasons.
Christ.
There were 8
So there were
seasons.
10.
then they did Back to Earth,
I'm going to order
Yeah.
room service
which
in your
was
name, you carry on.
shut up.
We don't have a phone. You can't order room service.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck my ass.
We've already had that conversation.
Yeah, this
Just
was
yell.
why we ended up going downstairs. in the first place.
Just scream.
Anyway, there were 8 seasons. Then they had Back to Earth on Dave, which heavily referenced the 9th season, which they never made because Back to Earth was the 9th season. And then Dave had a 10th season, and that ended.
Right,
10 seasons, technically.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like how fast...
Firefly got half of one season, 3/4 of one season.
Yeah.
There was a really interesting thing about that recently surfaced about the. We're going to talk a little bit about Firefly. You know when the Reavers.
What have I
You
created?
know when the Reavers are turning up,
Yeah.
and Inara's got that thing.
Is this the thing where Inara gets gang raped?
No.
Oh.
Because I knew that was like a possibility.
Yeah.
But the reason why Inara doesn't take that thing, the actress who plays Inara, I can't remember her name.
Morena Baccarin.
Correct. She says she said in interviews that's her medicine,
Oh.
and the rumor is that the reason why Inara never really got with Mal is because
she was dying.
She was dying.
Yeah.
Which I think, because it's fucking Joss Whedon, I'm kind of glad that it ended before he could kill her off in a horrific AIDS way.
Yeah,
'Cause he
horrific AIDS rape
fucking
way.
Definitely would have.
I mean, I think we've read that thing where he's like, that was his plan, that
Yeah.
she would basically let herself get captured and raped by Reavers, and then they would all die, and then Mal would come in and kiss her hand, and she'd be like, "Oh, what a gentleman!" It's like, seriously, who in their right minds would think that and go, "What a brilliant idea"? I
think occasionally he gets high off his own creativity.
I think so. I think occasionally Joss Whedon needs to be slapped in the face and told no. Like, I think anyone, if they had as much fangirl wank as he has, would just like get high off it and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just shit on my bed sheets and then film it, and that will be art. And it's like, no, you can't do that. It's not good by any stretch of the imagination.
I really hope he doesn't get old and racist.
I really hope
And
so
like
as
weird,
well.
like how Frank Miller was actually a genius.
Oh my god, yes.
And then turned out to be a massive wanker who I can't stand now.
Miller syndrome.
Yeah, let's call it. We coined a new phrase that isn't as bad as the other fucking thing that
I
you
think it's
spouted.
because it's a similar thing to
Right.
like Anne Rice. Because like at the beginning, she had editors, so she was just writing stuff, and people were like, "Yeah, you can't, no, like not all of it." And then her stuff was good,
Right.
and then her stuff really started to sell. So the editors were pretty much like, "Well, we'll just let her do whatever."
Yeah.
And then it got shit. So it's like, it's the same thing happened with Frank Miller. He wrote really good stuff. Clearly they must have edited out the racism. And then now it's like, you've got Holy Terror and everyone's sort of going, we are no longer affiliated with Mr. Miller or any of his works. The
Well, that's
racist fucking
Because
crazy uncle.
Holy Terror originally, right, he went to DC offices and was like, guys, I'm thinking about a new Batman book. And DC start wanking.
Yeah,
He goes,
because Dark Knight Returns.
Middle Eastern crisis. Hang on. Record scratch. The whole office goes silent.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Batman solves the Middle Eastern crisis. And everyone goes, are you out of your fucking mind? Get out of my office.
But isn't that like, there's one lone voice going, hang on a second, let's hear him out. How? By shooting all the Arabs. Okay, get out.
Thanks a lot, Frank. Cheers for your time.
No. Yeah.
Go fuck yourself and never come back. Cheers. Which is why there are now rumours surfacing that he's writing the third Batman book, because I think he's going, please love me again. And it's probably going to suck. I'm obviously still going to read it,
Obviously.
but it's probably going to... It's like getting an opportunity to fuck an ex. Like, you know it's not a good idea.
And you know you shouldn't do it.
You know you shouldn't. If you were single, I'm not saying like cheat on your current with your ex. That's not
I don't
good.
have an ex.
You weren't...
But
Oh, yes, you do. You have the XBD.
We don't talk about that.
The
I don't have an
XBD.
ex.
Ex-boyfriend of Doom.
Yeah, we nicknamed him.
She only
I got to-
accidentally went
I
out with him.
accidentally went out with him for 6 days.
I got
That was it.
to give Super Evil Ex-Boyfriend approval the other day, which was quite
Really?
nice.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have to fight them?
No. There was this girl that she was kind of one that it just like it didn't work out because she was like fucking stupid and it was she was I don't know how much I can say, but basically her parents ran her life. And she was midway through being 17 and I was 20 and I was a rock musician.
Rapist.
Fuck off. I was not in this country. I was a rock musician and they were like, fucking no way. So they used to sneak over to our house and we'd kind of have trysts twice a week. And then I'd sneak out again. And then she got to 18, I got to 21, and I was like, cool, things are going to fucking improve. This is going to be better. And it fucking didn't. And I was like, but you're 18, you can do what you want now. And she was like, no, my parents. And I was just like, I can't fucking do this anymore. And then there was this kind of new girl on the horizon, and she was the opposite end of the spectrum. She was 29 and had kids and like had her own life, and she owned her own house. And I was like, she's really cool. and was kind of too heartbroken by being. And this girl used to let me down like, all the time. Like she'd stand me up because her parents just wouldn't let her out. So I'd be like waiting at a train station for hours while with like flowers, and she wouldn't.
She sounds
be there.
like a bitch.
And then no, she's right. She was just messed up, like fucking, you know,
It wasn't her,
mentally.
it was the parents.
Yeah,
No,
mentally,
I know.
mentally, she
The
was just
parents,
messed up.
I'm
like
mentally.
imagining Mike at a train station by himself for hours with flowers, and it's raining. In my head, it's raining, and he looks so sad.
I'm not gonna lie, it rained a couple of times.
You see, it's so sad.
One of the
And
worst
did you
ones.
get splashed by cars
One-
as they drove
One
past?
of the
You're
one of
making
the-
it too sad.
one of the times, genuinely, I was in I used to live in Canterbury when I went to uni, and I ran to get this train, and on the way I stole a single flower from the florist, and then put it like in my top pocket, and then fucking like sprinted to the train. Then it got off at Sittingbourne, and then I was waiting for her, and I'm like, okay, she'll be here in a minute, and then it started raining, and then I called her, and she did this thing, she'd never answer her phone like the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm calling and nothing, and then I just got a text saying, sorry, you can't come. I was like, oh, cool, I guess.
Did you throw the flower into the ground and tread on it?
No, I just kind of put the flower in the bin and then dejectedly waited for the train. But the trains are like every hour to be on Sittingbourne, so I just kind of was sat in Sittingbourne train station like,
Hey, that sounds like the buses near where I live.
this is fun, this sucks.
Oh.
No, and then I ended up going to Sittingbourne because we were in. The thing is, like, it would have ended way sooner, but we were in like an open kind of thing. So I went to Sheerness and saw one of my ladies in Sheerness, and I was like, okay, I feel slightly better now.
You should have kept the
Whoopsie.
flower.
No.
You would have looked
There
nice with the other lady.
There was one day where this is old Mike, right? So don't fucking judge me.
See,
there
already,
was one
for
day
having
where I
said
woke
don't
up-
judge me, I'm judging you.
I woke up in the morning next to this girl, and then we did stuff, and then I went to
Describe the stuff.
spooning sex.
Okay.
That ended in a glorious blowjob,
Huh.
and I came in her mouth.
Oh, that's
Then-
nice.
Then I kind of got cleaned up, and I was already meeting this girl in Sittingbourne, and I went to go meet the girl in Sittingbourne, and stuff happened, and I was like, oh fucking hell, 2 for 2. This is nice. We're laying in bed.
Was it
kind of
another
afterwards.
glorious blowjob? Yeah, describe the second lot of stuff.
I don't remember.
It wasn't as good as the first one, was it?
She. This is like really personal stuff.
You can always say no comment.
She.
Shouldn't it be
she
him
like-
asking you the question?
So yeah, I will. I'm totally going to ask you about your sex life in it.
Okay,
It's going to be
cool.
hilarious. So, I think I like bent her over, and then we 69. I think
Huh.
maybe I don't know.
Never
Anyway.
got behind 69s. Always like, yeah.
What? Well, you've
It's
clearly
just,
not. had it
it's
in
just
the right
like,
way.
it's disappointing.
Why is it disappointing?
Because it's just like, the
Too much
view-
to concentrate
The view
on.
is awful.
Well, keep your eyes closed. And the view's not awful if you're a guy who likes vagina.
Oh, yeah, good point.
And I'm a man who likes vagina. When you're like a chubby guy, you have to get good at eating pussy, or they never ask you back again because they go, he was all right, but he's a bit chubby. But then if you're a bit chubby and you can eat pussy well, they always ask you back. I learned that from Kevin Smith, but I'd already been doing it before I knew who Kevin Smith was.
Good.
Yes.
You and
Who's
Kevin, Smith.
Who's?
Oh my god.
I know a Kevin Smith, but it's obviously not the right one.
I'm going to
'cause he's
point.
a pikey down in
I'm going to point to
Wolverhampton.
this, and now you're going to understand how much that hurts me.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah.
Hurts me deep.
I ever made you watch Dogma?
Yes.
Silent Bob.
Oh, okay.
And he also wrote and directed Dogma and a bunch of other stuff.
He's one of the greatest filmmakers to have lived. Not recently, but Tusk was
no, I know
alright.
who he is.
It's a little bit disturbing. Anyway, I still love you, Kevin. Please answer my tweets. Anyway, so so we're laying in like the aftermath, and my phone's like zigga zigga, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? It's this other girl in Canterbury.
Wait, a
And
third
she's
girl.
like, yeah, and
Hey!
she's like, hey, wanna crash at mine tonight? I'm like, oh fuck it, why not? Okay, so I go back to my house at uni, and then I got changed, got there, and then went and saw her, and we had sex.
Oh,
It was a good day. It
That's
was 3 for 3.
it's a pretty good
It
day.
was a pretty good day, yeah.
Yeah.
And no one got an STD.
Yay!
That's like the best. That's the best kind.
That's, yeah.
The best kind of.
By no
Multiple
one, I'm
partners
meaning
sex day.
you didn't get an STD.
Well, how would I have got an STD?
You slept with 3 different girls.
Yeah, I know. But like,
So you're the most likely to get the STD
Girls
unless you're
don't have
passing it on to
STDs, Gabby.
all
This
three.
is what we tell them. We don't have STDs. We just sort of breed flowers and
Fart unicorns.
Thrush.
Anyway,
I
what the
don't
fuck was I on about? Right, so anyway, so this
Yeah.
girl. Anyway, right, so this girl. It kind of just had to end. It had to end because I couldn't fucking handle it anymore. I was sick of being heartbroken every time I invited her around, and I kind of had a final fucking like, I'm going to be at my house at this time. There will be cake and a candle, and there will be dinner. You fucking come, or I can't do this anymore. And she never turned up.
Oh.
So I threw I cooked a gammon steak and I threw that away.
No,
that's gammon.
No, I couldn't fucking handle it, and
You
I
put
hope
it
you
in
ate
the
the
fridge
cake.
for later,
I
Mike.
was very emotionally unstable during that time.
Oh.
I hope you ate the cake.
You must have been to throw away.
I hope
perfectly
you ate
good
the cake.
gammon.
I didn't eat the cake. No.
Why?
I threw it away because I
This
couldn't
is
fucking
awful.
handle it.
Cake.
I know,
can't
but I
handle
couldn't.
this.
I couldn't handle
But
it.
it's cake.
And anyway, so there was a kind of a massive period of awkwardness where we didn't really talk, and now like we chat and it's just like we're good mates and like we make fucking filthy jokes at each other, and she's kind of not mentally a kid anymore because she went to uni and kind of became her own person. So she was still a bit weird about talking to me. She was at TAP a couple of Mondays ago, and yeah, she brought a boyfriend, and she kept walking past. I'm like, will you fucking just come and talk to me? And she's still a bit nervous about talking to me because seeing me in person makes her kind of remember all of that and be like, I'm a bad person. I'm like, fucking don't worry about it. And then she says, this is my boyfriend, and he hugs me and gives you a massive kiss on the cheek. I'm like, right, mate. And he's like,
He
I've
sounds
heard,
very modern.
he's like, I've heard so much about you, mate. You're a legend. And I was like, thanks. And then he's just really northern and was just a really cool guy. And kept asking for Kiss, and so I was playing Kiss, and it was it was really cool.
Oh, right,
but
the
I
band.
got to he kept asking for a kiss, and so I just tongued him. Our beards got stuck. It was like Velcro. It was awkward for a bit, but then we pulled away, and it's fine.
We've made that kind of noise. Yeah.
But yeah, like because he said he like casually, he was a bit drunk. And he was like, yeah, fucking blah, 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 blah. Imagine the threesome. And I was like, that would be a bit weird for one of us, because one of us has known her a lot longer. And he was like, no, man, it wouldn't be weird. It wouldn't be weird. Like, you know, we're all past all that. Don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, cool. So he's not hung up on me. That's awesome. And she seems to really like him. And he's really nice. So I sent her a text and was like, he gets my approval. And I think that's why she brought him to the club. To be like, you know, because he...
That's
So
nice.
if he ever has to fight all of her evil exes, and she has some pretty evil exes, I think I'd just be like, dude, it's cool. Take my coins. I think that's what we...
So you're not so much like a boss as a sort of kindly merchant in the first town.
Believe me,
Here is a sword. You'll need it on your journey.
I
will also teach you a fire spell.
I'm a lot of people's evil ex, but not this girl.
Oh.
We're still on. It's one of the few exes where we're on like really friendly terms.
I have none like that.
I'm civil with about 3 of them.
Yeah.
The rest
I have
kind
none
of want
that
me
I
dead.
actually talk to ever. One of them comes into work and I say
Is that-
hi. No,
No?
that's not.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
Do you date Harry Potter?
yes.
That's
I
awesome.
did.
He doesn't talk to you anymore. Is it
No.
because you're a muggle?
Yeah.
So I don't like to use the racial slur, but it's okay. Well, it's fine. I mean, I'm half bear, so... you know.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you which one of my parents is a bear. I just let you work that out. Because either a dude fucked a bear in the woods or a woman was fucked by a bear in the woods.
Or a woman fucked a bear, you know.
That's not how it works.
We're
How is
That's
that
not how bears... That's not... Look, I'm not saying that's not how humans do it, but
He
bears
was-
are quite sexist.
No, I'm
He was
saying-
sleeping.
Yeah.
And she just went, ooh.
slipped him a Viagra, just got on top. She could be a big lady, your mum, able to overpower a bear with ease.
She can't.
Okay,
Not
so your
saying.
dad was the bear.
Not
Excellent. Well, we solved that mystery.
I didn't say
Thanks
what
to
bear-
the bear sleuth.
I didn't say what bear. I could have been a koala.
No fucking way, you half koala.
Could be. One of my favourite gifts of the internet is a koala letting go of a eucalyptus leaf and just going. It's brilliant. I pulled a face, podcast listeners. Anyway,
You did. It
with
was
10
such
fucking
a
minutes
face.
left, Laura, what are you most looking forward to for LSCC?
I was actually really looking forward to this. I actually was, yeah. And now this is over. I can go home happy. might not go to LSCC at all.
We're gonna record a Laura Reads.
Yes,
that's gonna be fun.
it will be.
Just kind of sat around reading comics.
Yeah. Well, there's slightly more to it than that. It's
God!
Really?
Technical process. Shut up, Gabby! You've only seen like 2 of my videos.
That's true.
I've watched all of the videos, including the ones on Xvids.
I can't be asked.
Wait, Xvids, is that a porn site?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Pornhub.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's
One of the things. When I was in Calais, one of the things we used to do, which always like John would always make me laugh because he'd be like, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and then he'd just know about 20 different porn stream sites, and they'd always be different. And I'd be trying to like we used to kind of butt in with each other, and every time I try and talk, I'd just be pissing myself laughing because he'd be like. He's like, we've been Calais, we've got merch on the side, and we're available on Facebook and Twitter and Pornhub, you wank, you porn, RedTube, fucking Spankwire. I'm just like,
Spankwire.
Spankwire
That's
is apparently
amazing.
a thing. We're not sponsored by any of those. We are sponsored, however, by Loot Monster. They are great. Go and check them out.
I love Loot Monster.
She does love
that
Loot
sounded
Monster.
like I put it on. I genuinely love it.
I
love Loot Monster. It's the best.
I also do Loot Monster unboxing videos.
She does.
I didn't upload the last one though.
You swine.
Because I had
She's
work.
stupid.
I had work.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And also, I wasn't sure about my face in that video.
Your face is the same.
I
You're opening the box going,
It's because I didn't...
Igor, what have you done with Laura? Bring her back. Nah, I've done the unboxing. You're just like whipping him back. Get back, you troll! Get back! I understand that Igor looks like a really unattractive me, but believe me, we're not the same person. He's got a hump, for starters. Fuck's sake.
When have you ever been precious about what your face looks like?
Since I started putting it on the internet. Pretty much, yeah. No, I usually put on a bit of makeup before doing my videos. Like, not a lot, but just a bit.
Why do you think I podcast instead of fucking recording videos?
Yeah, I mean...
No one wants to see any of this, apart from possibly my girlfriend.
And not even then.
No, not really.
Oh, that's harsh to even
really.
joke
Do it
about.
with the lights off.
Yeah, simple.
We do, because she's a model.
Oh, she's really pretty though. I didn't realise she was a model
Yes,
until
she is.
the other day when you were randomly sharing stuff. And I was like, oh, who's this? And I was like, oh, isn't that Mike's girl? Oh, right, okay, got it. I was like, oh, she's
Which
really
is normally
cute.
followed by, oh, Mike, you're so lucky.
No, you're both
Thanks,
lucky.
arsehole stranger. That's every time I go, my girlfriend's a model, and then they see her and they go, oh wow, man, that's awesome. Like, you're really lucky. Like, thanks, because it's got, we've been together for 3 and a bit years. It's got nothing to do with like my personality or the fact that we're madly in love. The fact that when we first met, she approached me. Yeah, it's got fuck all to do with it.
Yeah.
It's
just
because you've been wearing your lucky...
I'm just incredibly lucky.
You've been wearing your lucky underpants for like 3 straight years.
Yeah, exactly.
Eventually, they're going to have to
and
go
the
in
lucky
laundry.
rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell
Which
you
is
what
in the
that
lucky underpants.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what that is.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It waves when I walk.
Yeah. No, you're not a bad looking fella.
Oh, you guys.
I was about to say I can't obviously pay a higher compliment than that.
No.
Because I believe it was in my wedding vows, but so we'll go with you're not a bad looking fella.
Alright, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Cool. Not bad looking. Gonna get that on a tattoo here. Not bad looking, really. Like in italics, really.
No, just get it on business cards, like a testimonial. Not a bad looking fella, Laura Maier.
I had a recent falling out with a client. I can't say who it is, because things might be better. But they called me a diva, and I was gonna get that put on a business card. Because I'm really not a diva. And it's all been a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, Mike Corvus has never been a woman who wrestles in the WWE.
I fucking wish I was.
Oh my god, how amazing would that be?
Right? I could go for it now.
I wanted to be a wrestler once, and then I
Did you
caught
really?
sight of my reflection, and I was like, oh yeah! I'm shaped like a noodle.
Like a noodle?
Like a noodle. I mean, if you just take a noodle out the bowl and just sort of hold it up and it just kind of dangles limply, that's basically what I
You're
look
like olive oil.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I hate that comparison, but it is
So
sadly
for any
true.
of you out there with a Popeye fetish, she's your lady.
I do look like olive oil, and that makes me very, very sad.
So apart from me, what are you looking forward to for LSCC?
Oh God, I thought I dodged the question again.
No.
Stop it! You're
No, come on.
you're like Paxman. You're like a question hound.
Oh yeah, I've been really, really aggressive with my questioning. What are you looking forward to?
I am looking forward to. Oh, I don't even.
Any creators?
I don't even know. I've been fretting over it for so
What
long.
you need to do?
That now I'm not even
Listen
looking
to me.
forward to anything.
Listen to me. What you need to go and do is go to Marcosia.
Oh
and-
no! Don't.
No, you do, and go and say hello to Saidaton and Nick Wilkinson. They are people that I have interviewed for the other Geek Pride podcast, one of the other Geek Pride podcasts called Freaks, Geeks and Weirdos, which will be out about 3 weeks from this coming out. It could already be out at this point, because I'm not quite sure how far back we are on Gentlemanly Chats. We recently did a crossover episode with Nondescript. It was very interesting. But yeah, they're very clever people. If you haven't already listened to it, go and listen to it. You'll find it on the website or on the Geek Pride YouTube. But they're very good, and they've just released the Indifference Engine 2. I would suggest buying all of the stuff because it's very, very good.
Have you heard my Marcosia story?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
On the
This is
podcast,
why
we have
I-
issues. We can advertise on the podcast.
Yeah, we have issues. It's a podcast that I occasionally am invited to participate in because I'm incredibly funny and charming, and not at all, because I live right next door
I
to
believe
where.
you're incredibly local.
Yeah, I live. They film it. They record it at Solent Uni, and
Where's
I
James
live
been?
in the building right next
What's
door.
the fucking deal? Where's James
I
been?
don't know.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him. He's funny.
He's a good egg.
And not that Nick's not funny. Love you, Nick. You're
Nick,
also
you are funny, mate.
You are proper funny.
You are like proper funny. Right, like when I'm listening to you, when I'm running away from the cops, I'm thinking like, we have issues, yeah. They are well funny.
Shit,
So-
we've been invaded by Ali G.
So Nick here, like, keep doing what you're doing, yeah. But like, I think that James guy's proper funny. Sorry, occasionally the Medway comes out. It's fine.
Okay.
Do you know what? I've always had this accent. It's so annoying because my family, bless them, I love them, but they are common as muck, and and it just sounds like I'm putting it on. Because my mum will be like, yeah, right, go over there, and it's like the third thing that she's also got a phone voice, which is hilarious because she'll be like, you little shit, if you ever fucking do that, hello, Thorfus Daniels, and then like it's just out of nowhere, and yeah, they're all pretty common, like in the best way, not like common, but you know, but I've always
I'm only just realising that there are different levels of commoner. I thought they were all just the people who came around and mowed our lawn.
I was going to
Daddy
say,
whips them if they
I
misbehave.
have two phone voices. The one where I'm just like, hello, and the one where the people on the other end of the phone don't want to deliver a takeaway to us, so I have to phone them back up and flirt with them a little bit.
You hussy.
I did it the other day. Richard was pleased, he got his food.
Okay, so what's your let's we've
No,
got
I'm
3
not doing
minutes.
them.
We've got 3
I'm
minutes.
not doing them.
We've got 3 minutes.
No,
Come on.
no,
Right, so ring.
no.
Ring.
Banana
Hello?
phone?
Jeff's Chinese. How can I help? Boo!
It's getting
You know,
really.
you haven't got your
it
Chinese
was
now.
a really
No,
tense.
it wasn't
stare.
Chinese.
Oh, what did you get? Oh, what's your, what?
I can't remember what
For
it
the purpose of improv, you could have just pretended you like Chinese.
I do like
She
Chinese.
She loves Chinese.
Right.
You just didn't answer the phone with her preferred Chinese of choice.
All right, what's your preferred Chinese of choice?
I don't have a preferred, I have a
What?
local.
What's
Panda.
your local?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pandas are the local. But I'm not doing the voice.
Why not?
I refuse to
Do
do the
the
voice for
voice.
the people on PlayStation as well. That my other half was talking to.
Why
Not
not?
here.
PlayStation.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, come on.
No.
My phone voice, I think, is just like heavily veiled sarcasm, especially my work phone. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I have two phone voices. I have my home phone voice,
Yeah.
which people who've seen my Laura Reed's thing has probably seen because the phone went off during one video, and I was like, "What? No, he doesn't fucking live here. Fuck off." And yeah, I get very aggressive. Some people from the Conservatives phoned up.
Oh dear.
And they were like, "Is Mr. Swainston there?" I'm like, "Not right now. Who's calling, please?" We're from the Conservatives. No. Goodbye. And then there's my
You
work
had to do
one.
the phone, the finger phone.
Yeah, I had to do the
Bye-bye now.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And then my work phone voice is like, whenever the phone rings, I'm like, that's just why I fucking need the phone going off right fucking now, and I've got a billion fucking things to do. Good afternoon. You've reached the place where Laura works. How can I help?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good covering there of my
Indeed.
actual workplace. But
Yeah, I have to answer the phone like a douchebag. Like if someone rings my mobile. I
Hey,
don't know
yo,
who it is.
yo!
No, I'm like,
You reached the orbit, my star!
I wish my line of work allowed me to talk like that. That would be great.
Have you considered going by the stage name where you change your last name to Rophone?
No.
Because that'd be funny. Microphone.
My
That'd
DJ
be
name
funny.
officially is Adventure Mike, but I never use it.
Oh.
Because there was a whole photo shoot planned where I wore a fin hat and stuff, but it just never happened.
Didn't that
And
happen for the
technically-
Geek Pride calendar?
Well, technically, there are photos of me floating around on Matt Geary's computer, but he refuses to edit them because he's a bum.
it's alright, he's not going to listen to this podcast
Cool.
anyway.
Exactly. We could just... We're just gonna, from now on, Gentleman Chance will be just let cunt off Geary and just wait until eventually someone from Geek Pride's like, do you realise Mike cunts you off a lot? I really don't. But I like the fact, I should go, yeah, I cunt him off all the time, because that way someone has to go through all 37 issues of the pod. 37? Oh, it's issue, oh man.
What? Is that a milestone now?
Yeah, it's a milestone.
Oh,
it's fucking
shit,
Kevin
yeah.
Smith number. Oh man.
Oh, that's quite good though. That's
But
like-
we did
Bollocks.
mention him this episode.
We did.
Yeah, we did. Oh, shout out to
Without
Kevin
realising.
Smith.
Oh,
Oh, it's issue
happy
37.
happy issue 37. Kevin
Woo.
Smith.
Oh,
I don't know.
I never
if that-
thought this issue would get to 37. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm 37. I hope I've done something with my life by the time I'm 37. I might look back and go, oh, remember when I wanted to be a drummer? Remember when I had a beard? Remember I had hair? Oh, imagine if I'm like bald by 37. I'm having a midlife crisis. So on that note, I've been the resident beard Mike Orvis.
I've been Laura Maier.
And I've been me.
Brilliant. Thanks. Thanks, me, Laura, and me. Keep it geek and see you next week. Bye!
Bye.
Bye!